So Dr. Disrespect finally breaks his silence on his Twitch ban. Let's get into it.
Skip it up and that up.
So as we know, short little recap here. Dr. Disrespect, also known as by his real name Guy Beam, was banned on Twitch on June 26th with no information being released, either from Guy Beam, who plays Dr. Disrespect, or from Twitch or Amazon. There's been no statements made. We know nothing about what happened. He was just banned. That's it. And everything has been rumors and speculation since. Now, I just posted a video yesterday talking about how Hassan Piker had on Rod Breslow, or Breslow. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Anyway, he's known as Slasher in the esports industry, and he's an insider who has a bunch of connections. And during that live stream talking to Hassan, they basically boiled it down to, look, it's not some kind of backhand deal that guy was trying to do with YouTube or Spotify or Joe Rogan or any of that. It is a serious criminal matter, and that's all they could say. So that didn't really sound good. Well, today, PC Gamer actually had an interview with Guy Beam. It's a fairly long interview, but I took out highlights from it. Those I'm going to read to you now, and then we'll discuss. Now, the interviewer, Steve Messner, asks Guy, given the connection that you have with your audience and how important that is, I'm sure you can appreciate that there's been a lot of concern and worry over the past few weeks. Why didn't you give people an update just to say hi, even if you had nothing really concrete to say? And this is what Guy responds with. Well, to be honest, okay, so we got the news, it was a total shock. Imagine just going to work one day and the door is closed and you can't get inside and you've been told you were fired and you weren't given a reason why, And so for me, it was just an initial shock. The way I discovered it too, I was on a buddy's stream and some of the features started turning off while I was just in chat and everything. And then all of a sudden, social media was blowing up. I got on the call with my team, and after one quick email, it was all over. At that particular moment, it was more of just kind of shocked, like, what just happened, And both my wife and I are just like, what's going on? So that's kind of how things kind of went down. And then from there, you're just sort of digesting it. You're still not getting any answers. So that's kind of why I wouldn't have known what to say, We put out that one tweet, our statement, and that's kind of where things are at. And then the interviewer asks, and Twitch just cut off contact with you. They've never provided you with a reason for the ban. And Guy Beam says, yeah. And then the interviewer asks, sure, I'm not a famous streamer, but if I was a famous streamer and I got banned for no reason, especially considering the Dr. Disrespect character and who he is, I think my response would be to get out on social media and shout from the rooftops and be like, this is really unfair. I'm curious why you haven't done that. And Guy responds with, I'm trying to take the best and appropriate steps as possible. And there are things behind the scenes in terms from a legal standpoint that, I can't, that's where it's at. And so I don't go on social media and say the wrong thing or the right thing or whatever it is. And like we made our statement, and that's where things are at now. As we build this game plan to make this doc comeback, that's still kind of in the works in terms of what the vision looks like. I'm working with my creative team, the graphics, going and taking like the whole Doc 3.0 experience to the next level. And so that's where my focus is now. And last but not least, the billion-dollar question on everybody's mind. The interviewer asks this. So are you going to confirm that legal action is taking place? You are taking legal action against Twitch. And Guy responds with, we are considering taking legal action. Now, if this is true, and what Rod Slasher Breslow said was inaccurate to Hassan Piker, and Doc literally has no idea as to why he was banned. Twitch's biggest streamer that they just spent millions of dollars making him exclusive to the platform just bans him out of nowhere. If I was in his shoes, I would be fuming. But I get it, though. If there is some ridiculous reason that they banned him behind the scenes and it's not really his fault, he has to shut his mouth. Because I heard that during Hassan's stream with Rod, there was like 15 Twitch staff there to see what they say. Like, they're really, really, really protective of this. They're in full damage control mode, and who knows, maybe Guy Beam is in full damage control mode, and he very well may know why he was banned. He just doesn't want to talk about it right now. But something is just off with this. Every time the president of the United States was banned off of Twitch, and we knew the reason why. Instantly, in seconds or minutes, let's say. Let's keep it real. I've never seen a situation where a high profile, maybe the highest profile since Ninja is gone, streamer on a platform who was just signed for millions of dollars to an exclusive deal just gets banned and no one says anything. No one even leaks anything. Something is really wrong, man. And it concerns me because if there isn't some heinous thing that he has done, like I've said before in the other couple videos I've done on Dr. Disrespect, it scares me. Because if they could just get rid of somebody and there's no legal repercussion, I hope if he did nothing wrong or nothing that was at least bannable, that he should have been banned permanently from the platform, I hope he does sue and I hope he does win. Because if this precedent is set that, you know what, this person, or even me, Richard Review Tech USA doesn't fit YouTube anymore, we're just banning him. We don't even have to give a reason. You know, at least at a normal 9 to 5, okay, you get fired, they take you into an office, XYZ, this is what you did, your numbers were this or whatever, or, you know, you showed too much chest hair one day and it made a person uncomfortable, we have to let you go. You know something. There's no mystery as to why you're fired. But if this is true and they just turned off, he said, I was going to look at someone else's stream and I saw my features shutting down on my Twitch channel, and that's how it was handled, it's scary. Because if that sets the standard and other platforms could do it, we could just poof, be gone. Doesn't matter if you have 20 subscribers or 20 million. Someone wants to get rid of you because they don't think you fit what they want anymore for their platform. There you go. So I hope if that is truly what happened and Twitch was just annoyed at something, maybe it was the affair that he had a while back and they're like, oh, this isn't good for our brand. If that was the reason, I hope he sues the hell out of them. But now it's a wait and see game, but it's interesting that he came forward because it kind of in a way means that it isn't something as damning, more than likely isn't something as damning against Guy Beam as we first thought it was. Now it's a waiting game. I'm glad he actually said something though. This is Rich at Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.